This month, this March 2021, it's going to be the time when you're going to make a really important decision, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. What I need you to remember is you must listen to your intuition. You must listen to your gut. You must listen to your gut feelings and intuition to see what exactly do you need to do, because you are about to make a really important choice. And this in itself is going to be more important than you can possibly imagine. I want to stress that there are going to be elements around this decision that are just not going to seem right, that are not going to feel right. And you will know it, you will feel it. And this is why I need you to remember my words, how important it is to listen to your intuition, especially if something doesn't sound right, if something doesn't sound okay, if something sounds off. Most certainly it is the time to move away from it, wait a little while, and then you will see that your opinion about this particular situation is going to completely change. It looks like that you're going to have a little bit of pressurizing, in order to do something, but I really I'm trying to stress how important it is for you to just remember that if your gut feelings are telling you no, don't do it. If your intuition is putting you off, don't do it. This is something that I really, really, really need you to remember this month. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and it's for March 2021. So it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and it's for March 2021, and your number when it comes to numerology this month is number 1221. So number 1221 is your number when it comes to numerology, and this is a very important stage and a very important moment that you're about to get. The person from the authority is going to be playing an important role when it comes to you, when it comes to your way of thinking, and when it comes to your way of planning. And this is why I need you to just trust yourself and just trust your intuition, because you're gonna come to terms with a particular situation that it's not maybe the way you thought that it's actually going to be or unfold. And these are the actual feelings and emotion and intuitive feelings that I need you to pay attention to. So what are you going to realize this month, my gorgeous Sagittarini, is that you are most certainly going to make a choice by the end of the month. But by the time you get there, there are a couple of things that are actually going to take place, couple of things are actually going to happen. So the unfoldment of this is going to be completely different. So let me make this straight. Like the first part of the month, you perhaps are going to feel in a certain way about wanting to do something, wanting to participate in something. But then on another hand, by the time the actual end of the month unfolds, you are going to get hold of the really important and powerful information, which is just going to help you to not only open your eyes, but to shed so much light on the situation that was so dark. And once you shed so much light on it, there are lots of little confirmations that you are going to have. But most importantly, you are just going to basically realize that it is going to be completely down to you. You will make a decision by the end of the month, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and that decision that you are going to make is just basically going to come through as in form of you realizing that you've got more resources than you possibly need, do, or want in order to go further with your life, in order to expand yourself, whether you're looking for work or whether you are trying to expand yourself, when it comes to things that you're doing on daily basis, on weekly basis, whatever you're focusing on. This is most certainly going to be connected to it, because it's about the hope that you are going to have. It's about the opportunity that you are going to have at the end of the month. And I really like it, in particular when it comes to the last part of March 2021. There will be a very important opportunity that you're actually going to have. And I really like it because it's going to make you feel really good. It's going to make you feel really excited. It's bringing you bright prospects into your life. But it's not only about bright prospects prospects and things that you can do, like through this particular choice, you know. But it's at the same time, you know, it is just a wonderful moment in time that you are going to have, and it's all like basically going to be about a hope that you are going to have. When you thought that everything kind of is going down, when you thought that everything is negative, when you thought that everything is like really bad and really uncertain and things like that, you know, this is going to be reflection on this, because the actual opportunity and hope, particularly I'm talking about the hope that you're going to have, that you're going to see where there was no hope before. So this is how powerful much it's actually going to be for you. And this is going to allow you to actually make a particular choice, you know. And now that choice that you are going to make is going to need a little bit more clarity on what you desire in order to move forward. And now that in itself is going to be remarkable, because at the same time it's going to actually allow you to be yourself, allow you to think in your own way. And that in itself, on another hand, it's just basically when it comes to planning, when it comes to like thinking what you're gonna do, and when it comes to the next step throughout the whole month, from the beginning of March, you are going to find yourself like a kind of planting lots of seeds, and you're gonna find yourself like having lots of ideas. You're gonna find yourself like a planning kind of a lot, you know, and this is brilliant. But let me just tell you that the March in general, it's remarkable when it comes to the actual planning, when it comes to planting seeds. But now with you, with this energy of number 1221 in numerology, this is also telling me that you are going to have three specific moments, three specific points that you're actually going to have this month where you are going to plant the seeds, you know. When I say that you're going to plant the seeds, it means that there will be three particular points that are going to happen to you this month that are going to require your attention, but that they are going to be growing quite a lot throughout the actual months. So these three particular points that you're going to be focusing on, it's a lot about the seeds being planted, but at the same time, by the time you get to the actual December 2021, you will be able to enjoy these fruits of this particular labor. You know, you're going to be able to enjoy these fruits when it comes to these seeds being planted. At the same time, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you know, I like this quite a lot, because as I said, you know, there's certain seeds that are going to be really well planted. You know, I need you to understand what this really means. It means that, you know, whatever you pay attention to, whatever you focus on, whatever you would like to achieve, there is going to be an extension within you, which is going to allow you to connect to these specific situations in your life from a completely different angle. So therefore, you're going to have this magical opportunity to actually see things from a different angle. And this is when things are going to become really important, because you are beautifully going to start realizing things that you actually need to do in order to kind of come on top of things and to ignore as much as negativity as you possibly can around you. This month, it's all about the actual efforts and investments that will be rewarded in the future, you know. But you need to remember that you need to have a patience, okay? And on another hand, what else I was going to say, that there is, you know, you're going to find yourself being a little bit deep, you know, you're going to find yourself like thinking quite a lot throughout the months. But all I want to say is, now, this is not the month to actually kind of like bring ourselves down and think negatively. This is most certainly the month just to kind of focus on things that you love doing the most as much as you possibly can, because that way you will be increasing your energy. And then on another hand, this is also going to be increasing your power, and beautifully it's going to be inviting things magnetically into your life that you actually need. So the more you focus on those things that you like, and the more you do those things that you like in your life, the more ideas you're actually going to have, and without even realizing, you're going to be setting yourself and redirecting slightly wherever you need to kind of set and redirect yourself when it comes to your particular spiritual journey. So this is really, really important. On another hand, you know what I really like is, for the first time in a long time, you're going to feel like a little bit of happiness. I'm not saying that you didn't feel happiness at all, but this particular happiness is connected to the ending to the certain ending, like when it, for example, when it comes to the end of the challenging times, you know, and now finally you're going to start seeing that things are beautifully looking up, you know, and this is going to bring you a welcome relief into your life. But then again, you're going to find your way to a rather peaceful place within you, and this is brilliant because at the same time you will want to do something, you will want to continue something, you will want to reconnect with the specific parts of your lives that allowed you kind of like to do what you kind of wish to do. In particular, when it comes to your own rejuvenation, it's important to try to spend some time in the nature. It's important to try to spend some time in the forest if you can. It's important to spend some time by the water, whether it's the river or whether it's the sea, you know, whether it's some kind of a lake. This is going to have a really beneficial impact on you when it comes to so many different things, my gorgeous Sagittarini, but in particular when it comes to like a planning and the way out of the situation that no longer serve you. This is going to become quite evident by the end of the month, but then you're just not going to know how to go around it. So this is the type of meditation that I'm talking about, that is just going to help you to ground yourself, but to also open your eyes and to know what the next step is actually going to be. Look at this, my Sagittarini. I have a wish to do this right now. You see this, I just need to take this oracle card. You see, this is for you, my gorgeous Sagittarius. Oh my God! This is for you, my gorgeous Sagittarius, and it's for March 2021. And you see this? This is just all absolutely mental here, which means, you know what? Even this means so much. So many cards fell on the floor, and it looks like you're gonna have a moment. You see, this is talking to me. This is telling me that you're gonna have a moment this month when you're gonna realize, I just had enough. You know, it's gonna be like, I had enough moment, but then that is gonna happen at the right moment, at the right time, at the peak of your own enlightenment, which is almost immediately going to help you realize the promise, an important promise in your life, an important focus, an important perspective, you know, which is going to become absolutely obvious. And it's to do with the new beginning. And it's not only like, oh yeah, new beginning, la la la. No, baby, no. But it's the new beginning when it comes to especially the end of this challenging time. Something that you have found so challenging, that was bringing you down so much for so long, is slowly going to come to an end. But it's not going to come to an end just like by itself, just like that. You know what I mean? No, baby, no. But it's just for the first time in a long time, you will hear like kind of positive news. And it's just almost, if I can describe, like a complete darkness, and the 2, 3, 4 like kind of candles in the darkness. And when you hear this positive news, you know, this darkness is going to be like not as dark anymore. So now you're going to start finding your way out. This is how I can describe this. This is going to be very beneficial for you and very optimistic moment in time. After a while, you know, you will feel this energy, and this is brilliant, my gorgeous Sagittarius. So I'm just gonna see, timing is critical. Look at this, look at this. You will see something, my gorgeous Sagittarius, this month, my lord, and that what you're gonna see is gonna give you an absolutely mind-blowing, like vavavoonish idea. You will see something, my gorgeous Sagittarius, this month, and this is going to give you a mind-blowing idea. And once you see this, it's gonna be a bit of a tricky here. Tricky means that once you see it, you will think like, oh yeah, you've got plenty of time to do it. No, baby, no, you don't. Timing is critical. You see what you have here, 7. It's a very powerful number, spiritual number, and very significant number indeed. Number 7 in this specific situation is signifying the fact that this is going to be the time span. How long is something actually going to take? So it's to do with an idea that it's not going to be able to get out of your mind, really. And it's meant to be the part of your spiritual journey. And that's why you're going to feel so strongly about it. There is going to be an element of surprise that you're going to have, but it's going to be brilliant because it's all going to be part of your own vision, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. Okay, when it comes to the actual health, you just need to understand that it can see to you again like a little bit of like a stomach problems, stomach negativity, problems with your digestion. So just make sure, or you also make sure, please, to take sugar out of your diet as much as you can. Like cut it out completely. I've cut out sugar a long time ago. I'm not taking sugar anymore, and it's brilliant. So I was taking sugar in my coffee, in my tea, blah blah blah. sugar. So now, instead of sugar, I take organic maple syrup. So try to cut out sugar like completely if you possibly can, because it's very sensitive and it's very bad for your stomach, for your whole body, for your whole, for you in general, really. So try to cut it out completely if you possibly can. On another hand, make sure that you're taking friendly bacteria, and also make sure that you're drinking like organic chamomile tea every now and then, because this is going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the system. And also, again, organic aloe vera juice is remarkable because it's going to give you the perfect amount of vitamins, which is going to help you so beautifully and nicely with your stomach lining. But it's not only that, it's going to help you with so many other things as well. It's absolutely brilliant, aloe vera juice. On another hand, I would like to suggest you what I always say, you know, it's like the organic acerola cherry powder. And this is going to boost your vitamin C levels. It's very important to boost your immune system at the moment like there is no tomorrow. So you take a 1 liter glass of water every single day, 1 teaspoon of organic acerola cherry powder, mix it up, baby, and drink it alongside natural vitamin D and alongside natural zinc. And this is something that is going to boost your immune system like there is no tomorrow. I really highly suggest you this, to keep on taking this for as long as you possibly can. And if you do feel just a little bit tired, because a lot is going to be going on, you know, emotionally, a lot is going to be going on. There is a certain emotional challenge that you're also going to have. But with this emotional challenge, you just need to remember to be strong as much as you can, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you know. And also, it's going to be draining your energy just a tiny little bit. So I would highly suggest you to get something like organic selenium, which you can get in organic Brazil nuts. So if you get like 5 or 6 Brazil nuts, if you feel tired, then this is going to boost your energy levels like ooh la la. It's quite beautiful indeed. Very powerful supplement, and it's natural. Or if you prefer to take like maybe something like a selenium, just a supplement, organic selenium is just fine. And, you know, if you feel tired, if you feel drained, so you either get it in organic Brazil nuts naturally, or you either naturally getting like through the actual natural supplement, you know. So it's up to you. If you feel a little bit drained, just go for the actual selenium, which is going to boost your energy levels. If you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant, or if you are breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Sagittarini, or not. So now the very first date that I need you to pay attention to is going to be on the 2nd of March. Now, before I go there, I would highly suggest you to get something like this gorgeous rhodochrosite, because it's absolutely remarkable. Again, probably one of the most powerful crystals that I have, purely because it's going to boost your kind of positivity. It's brilliant against like a depression. It's brilliant against anxiety. It's brilliant against like a sadness. And if you feel really low, if you feel really drained, if you feel really tired, you know, this can all contribute towards your feelings, you know. And this is bringing you a wonderful, very powerful vibration and energy into your life. So every time when you feel low and tired, you just wear this, and it instantly makes you feel so much better. It makes you feel warm. It helps you with the outlook on your lives. It helps you to communicate. It helps you to express yourselves. You know, it's absolutely a must. If you feel confused, if you feel uncertain, it's brilliant because it brings such a beneficial energy when we need it the most. This comes with a gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Sagittarinis, you're also supporting my channel as well. But what I was going to say on the 2nd of March, why is 2nd of March going to be important? Because I can see that you're going to feel a little bit impatient here, you know, and I can see that you're going to feel a little bit impatient, in particular when it comes to the certain progress in your life, okay? And that is something that, you know, it's an impatience when it comes to the certain progress, but then again, that is to do with you feeling kind of uncertain, purely because you will be connected connecting this to the situation of unfairness. So maybe there will be other elements or other people or other situations in your life that have contributed to something like a slowing down so much to this particular point where you just kind of start feeling, oh my God, like really impatient. And that is going to be on the 1st of March, 2nd of March, and even the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of March, when you're going to feel this a little bit of impatient. On another hand, you know, this is going to be very beneficial for you, because by the time you get to the 5th or 6th of March, you're going to see that it's time for action. And what kind of action, you will know exactly, you know. And it's brilliant because it is just all about you now realizing about your own creativity. This is going to in itself be beneficial for you, because it's going to boost your creativity when it comes to you, when it comes to time for action. But then on another hand, I want to say this is important, because the more you are creative after this moment in time, after the 5th of March in particular, until the end of that month, my God, the more creative you are, the more you do, the more you put into things, the more you project your energy towards certain things, the more successful you're going to be. This is why this is so important to feel uneasy, so important to feel a little bit low, so important to feel a little bit down, because almost immediately the actual yin-yang energy is going to step in, and you know, it's not going to be low, it's going to be really, really high indeed by the end of the month. But in order to get so high, then you need to go to this lower point. But this lower point is actually going to open your eyes, and it's in itself, it's going to make you feel creative. And this is where the fun is actually going to start, because you're going to end up with a very important key in your hand here. Okay, the second significant date, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's going to be on the 14th of March. Now, I really like this, because now you're going to hear an important news on this day. Very important news. And this is going to mean to you so much. This is to do with your emotions. This is to do with your feelings. But this is also to do with somebody who means to you so, like, quite a lot in your life. And this in itself is going to help you to move on from the certain problem. But it's also going to make you feel like, oh yeah, you know, like, it's really going to make you feel so good and positive and so optimistic after maybe like a long time you have been blaming yourself that you have done something wrong, but that was the only thing that you could have done, the way you kind of addressed this particular situation. So now this is kind of bouncing back and is bringing you rather good news indeed. So it's all about your own strength here. I like it on the 14th of March, you know, your personal power and assertiveness, okay, it's really much so portrayed with the kindness. But on another hand, you know, you're gonna realize in this particular day that you're more stronger than you know, and this is the balance that you wanted, and this is the balance that you needed, because that particular balance is going to be directly connected to you wanting to move on, the need to move on. So this is the magical time in your life, my gorgeous Sagittarini. You need to pay attention from the 14th of March in particular until the end of that month. It's all about the need to move on. What aspects of your life you need to move on, what parts of your life you need to move on. This is what you need to pay attention to, because you're going to feel like you want more from life than what you experience at the moment. And this is good. It's always good. It's not like, oh, miserable, oh God, you know, you're not experiencing anything. No, baby, no. It means that the 14th of March 2021, it's marking the new portal, new beginning, new opening. And this is to do with your own spiritual journey. Very personal, but most certainly it's going on the next level. And this is why this is so wonderful. And you can see there's a blessings indeed. So it's going to be like you will seek more from life than what you're experiencing, and you're going to find yourself on a spiritual quest, you know, and you will choose here to make big life changes, and that in itself is going to require from you to make certain changes in priority. You will also want to leave something that is no longer serving you anymore, but most certainly life is about to bring you a whole new meaning. Okay, very, very brilliant point in your life after a really long time. This will be specifically strong, in particular when it comes to the last 36 months in your lives and the things that you've been feeling kind of blocked around and the things that have been preventing you to move on. You know, this has got a very, very strong connection here indeed. The third important date, my gorgeous Sagittarini, before I go there, I highly recommend you Cornelian. Look, absolutely gorgeous little Cornelian, and it's brilliant when it comes to the communication, when it comes to reconnections, when it comes to connections, when it comes to people in your life. This will be an important month when it comes to people in your life, the return of certain people in your life, but also when it comes to you talking and expressing yourself, explaining yourself. The more you talk, the more you express yourself, the more you explain yourself, the more you're gonna get out of the situations throughout this month. And Carnelian is absolutely brilliant when it comes to communication, talking, expressing yourself, and just going with this wonderful flow and learning the most of it, you know, when your spirit is evolving. And this is what's going to happen this month. This gorgeous Carnelian comes with a sterling silver setting and a gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you're also supporting my channel as well. But I really like the 31st because you're gonna have a moment like la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Pam pam pam. La 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 la. Really good news, Sagittarini. Look, I just feel your vibe, I feel your energy, I know how much this is going to mean to you. Very good news on the 31st of March. This is going to be mind-blowing. This is going to be brilliant. On one hand, you are reaching a very, very important circle, a full circle in your life. You have been through the periods and stages that have affected you, you know, for a while now. And now for the first time in a long, long time, you're going to be able to feel, to sense this particular difference. This is going to reflect on you absolutely mind-blowingly indeed. But I want to say it's going to start with the actual good news that you're going to have. This information is going to be so powerful. This information is going to be so significant. This information is going to be so unique. This information is going to be so enormous, you know, but something that doesn't happen so often, and something that is just really going to help you to put so much light on the confusion that was around you for a while. But then on another hand, you know, it will want to make you like a celebrate, really. You will know that that particular information is going to require from you to really just go kind of on the next stage in your life. You will want to go further, but it's a lot to do with things that you're devoted to. It's a lot to do with things that you like doing, that you want to doing, but at the same time, it's a lot to do with you offering the certain services within yourself when it comes to the specific goal. So whatever you're doing, whether you're looking for work or whether you have a job already, whether you're retired, it doesn't matter. It will match your own personal situation, and it's most certainly going to be connected to the next step, you know, in your lives. This is brilliant, you know, because at the same time this is going to be very much so connected to the peace and contentment in your life, and I really like this. But then on another hand, you know, never ever underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. And this is going to be on another hand a significant time to also pay attention to the actual balance in between career and the personal life. This is very, very important. But just let me just tell you you. Again, this is to do with your devotion, is to do with the motivation, is to do with the loyalty towards things that you are doing when it comes to your own specific goals. So this is going to require for you to actually offer certain services and efforts, for example, towards the actual specific goal. This is brilliant. And also on another hand, there is a certain person that you're going to find a very how do I even say this? There's a certain person that you're going to find very much so like, oh my God, with an open hand, you know, someone is just going to kind of appear and manifest in your life at the right moment, at the right time. Somebody very trustworthy, somebody very powerful, somebody very significant in your life. It's also kind of going to have a certain message that is going to travel to you from that person. You know, that person is going to tell you something. It's going to be either directly or either you're going to be watching that person somewhere. It doesn't matter how you're going to connect to this, but through that person. So one particular person is going to be playing an important role here, an important role on the 31st of March. But in particular, when it comes to you having like a kind of like a temporary distraction, you know, and that particular person, you will know what to do through that person. This is very important indeed, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Okay, you see this? The 31st of March, I again want to see, educate your mind and senses, which means, please, this is what is so important, to just pay attention to the balance in between your life, in between things that you do, and in between, you know, pay attention to the actual balance, which means that if you can go out, and what I said before, like a little bit of meditation for reconnection, this is all going to be absolutely remarkable. There is going to be a concern that you are going to have. Remember this, my gorgeous Sagittarini, there is going to be a concern that you are going to have. It's very important for you to raise any concerns which may have. Very important indeed. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen in the first part of March. But before that, Sagittarini, Sagittarini, Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagittarini, 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 Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, 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 Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, 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 Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, pam 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 pam. Pam param pam 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 parara pam para pam pa 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 pararam pam 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 param pam pararam 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 pa 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 parara. My gorgeous Sagittarini, I love you. You will be able to find this energy remarkable this month, and you will be able to see the difference. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to explain. So the first part of March is going to bring you a really important unity with somebody else or with a certain community into your life, and this is something also that is going to be an important part of your not manifestation but inspiration, basically. And also on another hand, you know, just see a particular idea is going to be on your mind, but this particular idea in itself you must not rush with. This is what I need you to remember. Just take one step at a time. The mid part of March is gonna, or from the mid part of March until the end of the March, is fantastic to try to rejuvenate yourself by spending some time in the nature, or just take care of yourself when it comes to your own spirituality. But on another hand, you know, you're going to have an important moment of self-discovery. This is why I say this, you know, an important moment of self-discovery. And when we have a moment of self-discovery, then it's normally a lot going on in our lives. But then again, you know, we find things quite overwhelming. And in order to deal with this, you know, it's fantastic to actually just take care of ourselves by visiting the nature, by meditating, grounding ourselves, and reaching that particular balance which is necessary. On another hand, you know, you need to remember not to give up on people you love. You need to remember not to give up on people you love. Okay, the third part of March, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's all about the passion and confidence that you are going to have. You're going to feel very charismatic indeed, and I really like it because there is going to be, in the last week of March, there will be an event, my gorgeous Sagittarini, which is going to require immediate action. You need to trust your instincts and stay focused, because this is starting the beginning of your life that it's to do with your passion. You must not focus on the negative. This is very important, you know. And also at the same time, you will know, you will realize, you know, the path that you didn't realize before, that it's taking so much importance in your life. So something is going to become kind of more relevant and more important to you, and it's going to surprise you. It is the part of you that is going to require from you to take it on the next level, but it's going to happen like a little bit sooner, a little bit earlier. This is where things are going to become quite interesting indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle this tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you that are single and ready to mingy. So now 8 of Cups, you see this? Oh, 8 of Cups. I said single and ready to mingle. Normally I go the other way around. This is very, very interesting indeed. So now 8 of Cups. You see this, now I'm talking about the single Sagittarinis. I went the other way around. It just came out as the single. Maybe lots of you want to know what is going to happen. But first of all, you need to deal with your life. You need to make a very important decision. And that once you make this really important decision, this is going to help you realize that there is a certain discontinuation of your life happening. Something is slowly coming to an end, and once you cut that out, once you make an adjustment, once you make a readjustment, once you make a little edit, this is going to put you in touch with somebody else, you know. This is going to put you in touch with a certain group of people, and once you're in touch with this certain group of people, there will be somebody very, very interesting, you know, who is actually going to slowly start walking into your life. Whether this is going to happen this month, no, I don't think so. You see 8 of Coins, like absolutely fantastic. So whether this is going to happen this month, no, but the actual change that is going to take place, okay, 8 of Coins, it's all about the next step. It's all about a promotion, not necessarily like when it comes to your work, but it's the changes that are coming into your life that is going to improve your life. At the same time, when you make these changes, this is also going to pave the way, and it's all going to open the door for this person who is about to walk into your life. So it's not going to happen this month, but the situation that is going to take place, it's going to be directly responsible for this indeed. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are actually in a relationship. Now this is like a 5 of Cups. How interesting. You see, you're gonna basically, the situation is going to return, you know, the situation that was a kind of like a really bringing you negativity, and maybe it affected you, you know, you went through certain problems and you went through certain worries as the couple, and that affected you. And also over the last few months, you know, there were a couple of things that really affected you, and karmically you should have dealt with, because now these couple of things are going to come back, maybe in the form of a tiny little baby argument, but it doesn't matter, they will be solved. What I was going to say, my gorgeous Sagittarius, you know what I really like? Oh my gosh, this is just so remarkable. Look, 8 of Coins again, absolutely remarkable. What, exactly the same card, you know. What I was going to say is just that you are, and this is in this instance representing your relationship, which means that you are really going to have an important moment, a couple of things that you're going to deal with, and they, by the time you get to the end of the month, beautiful moment of serenity, beautiful moment of inspiration, beautiful moment of harmony, beautiful moment of calmness. You know, I see something very beautiful happening to those of you who are in relationships, because something is going to bring you closer together, and that most certainly is going to reflect on your relationship, and it's going to be absolutely remarkable. It's going to bring the whole new harmony in for the couples, and it's going to be good, good, good. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you, my gorgeous people. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.